21 साल बाद अभी भी कुछ ऐसा है जिसको करने में, कैमरा के सामने करने में आपको ऐसा लगता है यार नॉट अगेन प्लीज, दिस आई कैन इजीली अवॉइड?
No, I don't know actually, because I think we've constantly gotten better. And I feel the films have gotten better, and I'm really proud to be in this industry, whereas at times in the 90s I was not. It's not a question of being proud, but we're making better films and we're growing tremendously as like as an industry. So no, I mean, Sajid Khan had me behaving like a dog and barking in London somewhere. So I was wondering how I felt about that until he said, "How would Jim Carrey do it?" And that made sense. So it was, it was actually great. So fortunately, there was a time in the 90s when I would think, "Oh God, not again." But I stopped feeling that a long time ago. I don't feel that with my job anymore.
तो कंफर्ट लेवल आपका मतलब एब्सोल्युटली बढ़ के एक ऐसे सिक्योर पोजीशन पर आपको लाकर खड़ा कर दिया है?
I don't know if it's secure. I don't know if
You mean
there is a
secure?
certain security. There is a certain security that comes from knowing how to do your job. And I feel I like myself. I'm a good critic. I see myself on screen and I say, okay, you deserve to be in films and you deserve to be a star because it's nice what you did. It could be better sometimes, and it could be worse sometimes. So I think I'm quite realistic. So I'm not insecure, but you still worry. You worry because there's so many things when a film releases that it's not just you.
Exactly. आपके हाथों नहीं
It's the
होता है.
script, it's the director, it's like the cinema.
It's the release these days. It's the buzz.
So you get a little, and if you care, and it's the same pattern. You get a little nervous before the release. You want to know what the numbers are like. If it's good, great. And if it's not good, then a little depressing, and then you're okay again after a day or two.
कितने दिन लगते हैं okay होने में?
I think about 2 days. One day, I think I'd like to just stay in bed. And then the next day, I think Monday. Monday, couple of days.
मतलब वो weekend खराब हो जाता है?
Well, yeah, absolutely. No chance of. Yeah, if it doesn't work, it's like I'm not a death in the family, but like a serious illness. Serious illness.
अब जब करीना
It's like your aunt had a stroke.
aunt,
So you're like, terrible.
तो थोड़ा टेंशन हो जाता है.
Yeah.
अब
No, I'm
जब
just joking.
जब करीना कपूर बतौर वाइफ है आपकी, तो कितना डिस्कशन होता है घर पर आपके रोल्स के बारे में, आपकी फिल्मों के बारे में, आपकी फिल्मों के बिजनेस के बारे में?
Quite a lot sometimes. It's nice, and then because we're very different in our thinking and our approach, so
and
sometimes
who
we
influences
agree.
Whom?
It's neither really. I mean, sometimes maybe maybe in a way both of us a little bit, but we're kind of strong-minded. We also know.
Correct.
We're both individual. So sometimes there's a discussion, and then sometimes we say, okay, no, enough, I don't want to talk about this anymore because it's, it's annoying to talk about it with, because we've got different takes on it. And it's interesting, it's good fun. I mean, we're both passionate about movies. But I like the fact that in our relationship we can also sometimes relax by not, by not talking about it for a while, because that can become a little bit repetitive. You've been doing it all day, and it's nice to relax and talk about where to go on holiday or something else.
That's more exciting. अब जब
It's more calming.
Yeah, both of you all act in love stories. अब सच बोलिए, I will not ask you for details, but अंदर से अब थोड़ा ऐसा डर तो कहना गलत होगा, because you all both are understanding individuals, but एक थोड़ी सी जलन सी होती है when you have to do a love scene with somebody, with a co-star. तो करीना को, and Kareena has to do some love scene with somebody. कुछ एक anticipation या anxious moment ऐसा कुछ भी feel होता है?
No, not really. I mean, you don't really think about it so much and obsess about it. What's but like it's something we both do, and we know when we're doing it that it's not something we're like getting very excited about. There's just like I think most people want to look great. And if you're holding a girl, you're worried that your triceps should look amazing, and how is my hair? It's not really about.
You're obsessing about all that.
We all are.
Correct.
In a way,
exactly.
we're thinking about ourselves more than the other. At least that's what we should be. So I don't feel jealous at all. I'm in fact lucky that I'm in a profession with somebody who understands. I mean, if I had a girlfriend or a wife who wasn't in this, I think she'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, half your life would go explaining to her that this
Yeah.
is just
It's
for the
my
camera.
work, baby.
सैफ आजकल जैसे धर्मेंद्र साहब, सनी देओल, बॉबी देओल मिलकर एक फिल्म बनाते हैं.
Yeah.
Is there any chance, especially because you have a production company, is there any chance that we see Sharmila ji, Saif Ali Khan, Soha Ali Khan, Kareena Kapoor, Karishma Kapoor, Kunal Khemu, all of you all together in one film?
It's quite a very frightening idea.
This frightening idea could be a very big
If I'm
proposal.
producing it, it would be very frightening. But no, I just instinctively, of course, when you think of the duos, you've seen them all on screen, and they've all been such big stars, and it's exciting to have Dharamji and the two children on screen for it's
But
a different mindset.
No, let me add here. It will be super exciting to watch all of you all together. Don't underestimate.
I don't know. I feel as long as your intention is correct, like again, films like aapki niyat se honi chahiye. If you're trying to make a proposal, then I think you'll fall flat. But if you've got a film that's actually about a family, and if people are willing to act like the only film I can think of is about a crazy family and what they actually like, and like how, like a comedy about.
तो बना सकते हैं आप लोग.
Yeah, but it's a little more interesting and relaxing to work with strangers who are being polite, than.
घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर हो जाएगी.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, who knows though? Like I said, if the intention is correct.
एक कोई स्क्रिप्ट ऐसे आई कि आपने खुद ने सोचा कि नहीं, इसमें मेरी मम्मी फिट बैठती है, इसमें मेरी वाइफ फिट बैठती है, इसमें मेरी साली फिट बैठती है, इसमें मेरी सिस्टर फिट बैठती है. I think I've set you thinking.
Maybe they'd all. I was just wondering how much they're all going to charge. Maybe nothing. That'd be fun.
Everybody will do it gratis.
Just out of
Saif Ali
friendship.
Khan, yes.
Yeah.
Love for the brother, stroke husband, stroke son, stroke brother-in-law, or whatever. Saif, हर फिल्म में जब आप काम करते हैं, ये अब जैसे जनरली सम स्टार्स ने ये रूल बना दिया है कि अगर मुझे लेना है तो आई विल कम इन नॉट जस्ट एज द हीरो बट ऑल्सो एज अ को प्रोड्यूसर. आपने भी ये पॉलिसी बनाई है या ऐसा कुछ नहीं?
No, it's so nice to work. I mean, you get your financials right. I don't know, and there's so many. It's very complicated. I don't want to do that. I mean, I produce my films where I like to be involved in what's going on and like to make sure that they're made nicely.
Correct.
Of course, the people who work with me also do that. So if I work with somebody else, like I'm working with Sajid Khan, or, so I have no interest in their production. It's like so relaxing to just be an actor.
Correct.
Like I said, the idea is not to burden them. Don't burden yourself. It's you want to own the negative, you want to own things, but I think it's better to just get paid.
Get paid.
That
is also one way of working.
Yeah.
सैफ, बुलेट राजा की अगर बात करते हैं, जनरली आजकल प्रोड्यूसर्स, राइटर्स, एक्टर्स, फिल्म मेकर्स, डायरेक्टर्स, सब लोग सिटी ऑडियंस, मल्टीप्लेक्स ऑडियंस को ध्यान में रख के फिल्म बनाते हैं बिकॉज उनका ये सोचना है कि द मेजर चंक ऑफ रेवेन्यू कम्स फ्रॉम मल्टीप्लेक्सेस, कम्स फ्रॉम द बिग सिटीज. ऐसे में बुलेट राजा एक हार्टलैंड की फिल्म, टाइटल बुलेट राजा, आपका लुक नॉट एट ऑल स्टाइलिश और स्वॉव इन द सेंस ऑफ सिटी ब्रेड बॉय, इस फिल्म को बनाने वक्त आप लोगों ने ये मल्टीप्लेक्स बिजनेस, स्मॉल सिंगल स्क्रीन बिजनेस, ये सब बातें सोची या यू जस्ट वेंट विद द फ्लो?
I think you have to go with the flow and you go with instinct. But Tishu is multiplex. He's not actually single screen. If you see his films,
Correct.
his sensibility is not single screen.
Very true. Actually वो देहाती कैरेक्टर्स लेकर आते हैं, लेकिन मल्टीप्लेक्स ऑडियंस
But
के लिए
he's got a little art in him. He'll make it. So even this Bullet Raja, and the fact that it's me playing Bullet Raja is why he wanted me, I think.
Correct.
Is that it's an interesting, charming performance. It's an entertaining character, and it's very multiplex because it's like for a boy from Delhi or a boy from Bombay or Lucknow or a city will sit and enjoy Bullet Raja and say, yeah, this is like it is a slightly suave gangster. I mean, it's me. It's not like some real villager or something in this. I mean, I hope I'm explaining it properly.
Yeah, but you bring your own style into the character.
He's made sure there's style. He wanted a stylish kind of character that would, because the North and the North dialect and this kind of dialogue also appeals to young men in cities, because they don't only want to see you behaving like an American.
Correct.
They'd want to see you behaving like with an
Like a
Indian with
desi, yeah.
attitude.
Correct,
Not Langra Tyagi, which is too dehati and like a villain, but like a hero who's little colorful and fun and entertaining and is somewhere aspirational, because this guy doesn't believe in following the rules. So everybody is attracted to that. They want to be like that somewhere. He's got a heart of gold. He's a good, very loyal friend. There is a violence in the movie, but there's also a lot of charm and fun.
कब आ रहे हो?
जब हम आएंगे गर्मी थोड़ी बढ़ जाएगी, पता चली जाएगा.
मेरा अगला सवाल ये होने वाला था कि लंगड़ा त्यागी ऑफ ओमकारा एंड बुलेट राजा कितना डिफरेंस है इन दो किरदारों में?
There's a big difference. I mean, लंगड़ा त्यागी का जो किरदार था वो एक बहुत नेगेटिव था. अगर उसे जानवर से कंपेयर किया जाए तो उसे एक सांप बोल सकते थे, एंड फिजिकली भी पीले दांत और छोटे बाल और एक लंगड़ी चाल और all these things.
Lot of negative.
And he was an evil guy. And he had this voice and, so it was a nice performance, or a nice role to get. But
nice
he's not a
also,
hero. But thank you. But it's on paper, it was there. But Bullet Raja is a hero. If anything, he's like a young lion. So he's a much more warm, friendly, deadly, but kind of lovable character. So basically put, one is a villain and one is a hero. So so if a hero needs to be attractive to people, he needs to be charming. You need to support him.
Yeah, even if he's a Bullet Raja.
But Bullet Raja, that's the point, is that in his world, he is morally usually correct. He's not doing anything wrong. He's got a heart of gold. He's doing the right thing, and people around him are much worse. And I like Tishu's, again, little bit of a take on what the Indian system can be like in these places, the kind of take on corruption, the nexus between the underworld as well as businessmen who are funding politicians in return for favors, and the police, and everybody's involved in the same meeting, and they all tie up together, and that kind of mid-level corruption of India, that's just like if we're like a drain pipe that should be flowing, money really, but cleanly, is just clogged right there, and they don't want, they want to control that. Correct. So, but in the middle of all that, you have a character that's not, it's not a documentary, it's not a serious movie. This guy is like a fun guy, but that is, the backdrop is a little real. So I like that about the script. It's I hope slowly becoming more commercial, to have good movies, with realistic backdrops, which is just meant to entertain you a little bit also.
Exactly, because entertainment is the catchword.
Yes, it is. It is. It's not a serious movie or like a heavy, hard-hitting kind of movie. I think, I don't know if it comes through in the promos. It should.
No, it is coming.
That is, he's a fun guy.
Correct. And जब आप ऐसे फिल्म बनाते हैं जहाँ पर आप बतौर एक्टर काम करते हैं, and do you really then decide कि this director could be my next director for my own banner? ऐसे भी आप सोचते हैं?
Like, as an actor, I think that working with Tishu in his production or mine is the same. Okay. It's just that, some people, you say, especially when you see different productions and you see different people working, and you say that, I can look after this guy well, because that's what a producer needs to do also, is that look after the director and give him the chance to make the best film that he can. So definitely I would feel that about Tigmanshu. This film's had a lot of people on the production side, so I like it when one person is in charge.
Saif, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Nice
Thank you
talking to you.
so much. Thank you. तो दोस्तों, ये थे सैफ अली खान. आज के लिए बस इतना ही.